Good Tuesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard our market sit rep or situation report here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. And next week, folks, we're going to open up the doors for a special Q2 investing series of briefs. They're going to be April 17 to 20, going to be right in the heart, the thick of earnings season, which is really going to determine where we're heading, either down or up. And taking a look at that picture, looks like we're getting ready to fall off a cliff. As always, our quarterly training is free. No death by 95 PowerPoint slides. And hey, buy this stuff. I open up the doors to our regular live trade briefs as if you are currently a member, and you just get to walk around the squadron for free. 4 briefs for free. All you need to do to register is head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT, and that stands for full throttle. We're going to talk about the world at war, inflation, recession, a deeper bear market, and how we're crushing it. As of the close today, about $155, almost $160,000 in profitable trades so far. I mean, hell, look at our sniper portfolio here. Month to date in our sniper portfolio, if you'll allow me to round up, $22,000 what's today? April 11th. Nearly 21 grand just in sniper profits. And there's an Amazon bear call spread in here that we placed on Monday. That's already up about 50-60%. So that's looking pretty good as well. But folks, look at this. Month to date, $22,000 in our sniper portfolio. You can come check all the stuff out for free. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. Now, biggest thing on the radar is tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday morning. Look at this. The CPI. This is the Fed's inflation altimeter. Are we climbing, descending, going left, going right? Man, we're going to find out tomorrow morning at 8:30. And it's pretty interesting because I launched a poll in the Hunters, the CPI print tomorrow. I said, hey, if it's hot, the market's going to tank, right? If inflation comes in hotter, the market's going to tank because Jerome Powell in a couple weeks is going to have to raise interest rates again. He should anyway, but he's definitely going to have to do it. Other people said, hey, it's going to be cold. It's going to come in lighter, and the market's going to rip higher. And then I put the third choice down there. Just about right. We keep hanging here. 6. So this is what makes a market. Look at this. 4 votes here, 5. I mean, we have a bunch of people who haven't voted yet because I just launched that poll. But it's really interesting because that's what makes a market. Okay? I personally think it's going to come in perfect. What do I mean? It'll come in like maybe even in between the forecast. I mean, take a look at this, folks. Anybody see a trend? Let me go to where Joe Biden took office. Right here. Anybody see what happened with inflation? Oh, well, clearly, Wiz, you didn't listen to Joe Biden and Jean-Claude Van Damme, his press secretary. This raging inflation is Vladimir Putin or the supply chain, or COVID or every other reason but rampant government spending and the Fed also printing money, right? So obviously it peaked a little bit and we're starting to come in, but folks, 6% inflation? Are you insane? The Fed needs to do its job. They need to keep raising rates, folks. They should have been raising rates, but of course they didn't. We were told by the smartest people in the room, right? By I can't believe I'm going to say that. Joe Biden, Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, who was the Fed chief, and now Jerome Powell, the current Fed chief. All 3 of them looked into cameras repeatedly and said what? Oh, this is transitory. This inflation's transitory. I don't know what your definition of transitory is, but this wasn't it. And I think Jerome Powell finally admitted under oath, like, yeah, we're going to have to ditch that transitory. We got that one wrong. You got it wrong. You have one job, dude. Well, technically you have 2 jobs, price stability and inflation, but I'm stunned. So tomorrow morning is going to be interesting is what I'm going to get at. But it's going to be fun. I really don't care if it comes in hot, cold, or just right because we're going to snipe. We're going to take some sniper shots and potentially profit because there's a lot of bad going on out there. As well. We got earnings coming up, investor review corporate earnings season as the next test for stocks, bank failures, high inflation, rising rates, jobs markets cracking. Does that sound bullish? How about this? Stocks haven't looked this unattractive since I was a little heavier and a lot younger, sitting in the board of trade in 2007. Yikes. Anybody remember what happened? 2008? Yeah, I do. I was at ground zero. I was in the CBOE, the Chicago Board of Options Exchanges, and the CBOT, the Chicago Board of Trade. I was there, folks. Kind of like Forrest Gump. I've been in interesting places throughout my life. 9/11, first flight for American Airlines, the financial crisis. I've kind of very interesting existence, folks. So, but tell you what, just come and join me. Go.topgunoptions.com/FT. And you can also figure out how you can get to fly in the backseat of our L-39 Albatross fighter jet. Was up at Sun and Fun last weekend, took a couple folks flying. One of our lifetime members' wives took him flying because he was a fighter pilot, and he's like, nah, I'm good. Can you take my bride? I said, sure. We're actually heading down to Naval Air Station Key West this weekend, where it all started for me in 1991. In 1991. Reported to my first squadron. I hadn't even gone to flight school yet down at Naval Air Station Key West. So we're bringing the jet down there, raising awareness for veteran suicide with our No Fallen Heroes Foundation, which obviously I am the chairman of, and really, really excited. We got another healing retreat coming up in May down in Costa Rica, and then from my mouth to God's ears, That better be the last time I have to take veterans and first responders and their family members out of the country to heal. How about we start healing Americans in America? What a concept, right? Unbelievable that I have to do this, but got to do what I got to do, because anywhere from 20 to 40, 44-ish veterans take their lives every day. One is too many, but my mission objective at the No Fallen Heroes Foundation is to bring that number down to zero. My mission objective of the No Fallen Heroes Foundation is to go away, is to not be needed anymore. But we're going from supersonic to psychedelic, so make sure you stop by our full throttle training, so at least I can give you a brief on all the good stuff we're doing over on the No Fallen Heroes side of the house. Okay, go.topgunoptions.com/FT. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Fights on. Namaste and basi basi.